What's going on, everybody? It's Blackjack. Welcome back to Crystalline. This feels a little weird. You know, it's like, because I'm drinking while doing this, and Ash isn't here. It's just like, you know, I'm so used to her being here, and, you know, I don't feel the drunkenness as much. And I haven't been doing this very long. It's maybe been 2 hours, and I feel, and I've only had like 2 glasses. And I feel more drunk than I've ever been in like the 15 hours where I've done like shots on air and everything with her. It's so weird. I guess it's because it's like I'm alone right now, and right now the main character just got put alone. So this is a little weird, but let's go. The next morning, sunlight fills the room and wakes me. I groan, hoisting the blanket over my face. I feel awful. I barely got any sleep the night before. Everything that happened last night crashes down on me like a tidal wave. I groan, running a hand over my face. This is going to be a long day.
Boy.
Pongo blinks at me. He cocks his head.
Boy.
He gives me a little nudge with his face. Sorry, I'm fine. The Pongo's face settles into a worried expression.
Boy.
I sigh and sit up. The Pongo squeaks as he rolls down my chest and onto the bed. Sorry, little buddy. I pick him up and place him on my shoulder. I'm ready to go downstairs and meet the others. How about you, ma'am? He frowns.
Boy.
He gives me a look indicating that he's still not entirely convinced I'm entirely okay. I'll be fine, let's go. Even so, it feels difficult to even get out of bed. I force myself downstairs, but no one else is there yet. Suddenly I hear the clatter of footsteps. My stomach swoops with anxiety and hope. I know that feel, especially after a breakup. It's the fucking worst. Part of me hopes it's Leanna, the other half doesn't because I'm not sure how to act around her. Boy, do I know that feel. But I see a pair of black boots and then a flash of a brown ponytail. Oh my god, it's Best Girl. I let out a sigh of relief. It's just Zach and Kara. Boo! I only wanted Kara. Oh, hey guys. Zach nods.
Hey.
I notice a few more scratches on his neck and collarbone again. Kara seems to be be in her usual chipper mood, a bit too chipper. If Zach's wild hair and marks didn't indicate what happened yesterday, Kara's smirk sure does. Kara, good lord. A slow smile tugs at my mouth. Hey Zach, I never saw you again last night. Just don't. Zach blinks.
What?
I really missed you. You never came home.
Sorry, he was a bit tied up last night.
Oh, then. His face burns red. I didn't think it went that far. There's another trail of footsteps coming from behind me. My spine locks.
Greetings.
Ah, Amy. I turn around. Amy's there, and Leanna is with her. Fuck. I noticed their arms were full of supplies. They must have gotten up early to go shopping. My heart cracks all over again. Just seeing Leanna and being around her, it hurts. Leanna's face burns with a blush.
Oh, hey.
Hey. I really don't know how to act around her. Leanna doesn't seem to know either. She twists her hands and avoids eye
We
contact.
got all of the supplies, so we don't have to linger here any longer. We can get going.
Yeah, let's just get this over with. I nod. Okay, sounds good. I really don't want to be in this town anymore. Traveling might help take my mind off of things.
Let's get going.
Yeah. Kara and Zach blink. They share a look with each other, but don't push it.
Okay.
We make our way out of the inn. Soon we find ourselves out of the town and onto a new path. I remain quiet as we travel, immersed in my own swirling thoughts. Leanna avoids my contact, giving me space. Maybe she's trying to be respectful of my feelings, or maybe she just can't stand to look at me. I don't know which thought is more comforting. They both leave me feeling empty. Dragging my feet, I lag behind the others, but I just can't seem to muster the energy to keep up. I keep replaying last night in my head. The evening was going perfectly until I sneak a glance at Leanna, who walks beside Amy. She stares straight ahead of her. Her walk looks stiff, like she's not comfortable in her own skin. Her sways with her hips, and remind how soft it felt tickling my skin, almost as soft as her touch. Black screen not doing well for me right now. I'm getting Doki vibes. My heart tightens as I shake my head, I can't linger on these thoughts, but I can't ignore how much I want to be near her. Having to hold back is torture. These feelings don't disappear overnight. Is this as hard for her as it is for me? As night falls, we find a place to camp. We split up camp duties per usual, with Zach and Kara preparing dinner and Leanna and I search for firewood. We search in silence. I feel like I should say something, but I don't know what. Sometimes I catch Leanna casting glances my way. She looks like she wants to tell me something, but doesn't. Dinner is quiet. We talk, but the conversation quickly trails off. I barely touch my food, but I can't eat anymore. After cleanup, I slip away and take a seat alone. The stars shine brightly in the sky, but they just remind me of Leanna. The grass rustles beside me. The Pongo looks up at me with wide eyes. Hey, Pongo.
Boy.
He beams at me. I return his smile, but it doesn't reassure him. His face falls.
Boy.
Sorry, little man. Just not in the mood.
Boy.
He deflates and snuggles up to me.
Boy.
I smile weakly as another voice interrupts.
Hey!
Hey! Sorry, I finally spark up a little bit. Kara sits down beside me. She gives the Pongo a short pat. Hey! She pauses, waiting, then she gently nudges me.
Come on, spill it.
Spill what?
Something's got you down. What is it?
Oh, could you feel the awkwardness? I can't remember what happiness feels like. Jeez. I mean, it's not to like deny that is a true feeling people feel at times when this happens, but it's just like that. That never is a good one. When someone says that, I almost never know how to respond to that. I mean, because that's true. This is true. This is okay. Here's how I'm ranking these choices. I'm not picking this one because this is a fucking lie. I don't know if that's an over-exaggeration or if that's how he actually feels, but like I've been in that moment where it's just kind of like, you know, you break up with someone that you think this is the one where it works out. This is the one, like I finally found someone special, and then it just happens. And like I've just had like I remember just having thoughts at times where it's just like, man, I just want this to just end right now. If this could just end right now. But you know, it takes time. Sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's just like you're constantly thinking about it no matter what, even if you are progressing and getting a little better, as like you're separating yourself from it. It's kind of like, I guess it's like what would be the equivalent of someone who's like addicted to like a drug, where it's just like you're away from it and you're just like, I just need it. I don't know how to like function without it. I mean, I wouldn't know because like obviously I don't know what I'm talking about in that field, but at least with relationships, like when it happens, you know, that withdrawal feeling, I guess, happens where you're just kind of like, you don't know what to do, and then you run into the person. It's like, well, now I can't like hold your hand anymore. I can't kiss you. I can't talk to you a certain way anymore. Everything's different. Things feel weird. You know what? Actually, I don't mind going with this one now. Kara, what does happiness feel like? Yeah, I'm starting to hate this option now. It's been so long, I can't remember. Yeah, I'm gonna go back. Well, you know what? Okay, you know what? I picked it. Let's go down this road.
Oh, that's not true. You know what being happy feels like.
Yeah, this is yeah. Like that's why because I wasn't sure. That option felt a little too like generalizing what that feeling is like. That's why I was like, I don't want to talk about it. It was more what I wanted to do, but I was like, the more I kind of talked myself through it, I was like, I don't know, maybe he's in this spot. She pulls me into a hug, resting my head against her chest. Okay, I'm starting to remember. With a little laugh, she lets me go.
It has something to do with Leanna, doesn't it?
Of course it does. What makes you say that? I like anytime I see that line, it's like Tommy Wiseau comes to my head.
You guys keep looking at each other and sighing, and you haven't done anything cute today. Obviously something is up.
Kara, I'm in love with you. Do I tell her? Yes, you do. You do tell her. But she and Leanna are friends too.
Did you two have a fight?
No, actually. Not exactly. Maybe I should just tell her, but I don't want to make things weird. Kara's brows knit.
You didn't break up, did you?
Yep. I remained quiet and her eyes widen.
You two broke up!
Reluctantly, I nod. She lets out a long sigh.
Oh no! But you two were so cute together. What happened?
We can be cute together, I promise. It just wasn't meant to be, I guess.
Of course it was. You two are perfect for each other. Are you sure you can't work it out?
Okay, I will say this right now. I've never been in a situation in which I've broken up with someone and we've gotten back together, so I don't know what this is whatsoever. I think I've tried maybe twice in my life to get back together or maybe re-pursue dating someone again. That's about it. Usually when it's done, for me it's just like, it sucks, but it's just done. Because I just don't want to put myself back through it again. And that's kind of how I feel about this one. It's just kind of done. It's done. You just gotta let it go. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. It just doesn't make sense. Like Leanna said, I'm going to have to go home to my family and friends, and it's not like Leanna can come with me. She has her life here. Kara sighs deeply. She looks frustrated but understanding.
You do have a point. But that still sucks.
Yes, it does. I like that Kara's at least accepting of, and sorry, not accepting, but acknowledging the feel. Yeah, it does. She faces me, her expression soft.
Seriously though, I'm sorry you're going through this. I get that you want your space right now, and I'll give it to you. But if you ever do want to talk, I'm all ears.
Break up with Zach! Thanks. She gives my shoulder a comforting squeeze before pushing herself to her feet. Trust me, you don't have to tie me up either. Without a word, she rejoins the group. I shift positions and feel the Pongo stir beside me. He blinks up at me again and cocks his head.
Boy?
Oh, did you hear all that too?
Boy.
Yeah. It's better to have love, though. Don't make my mistake. See, okay. Even the biggest cynic in the world, which I can be at times, I really can be. Especially on the subject of love. Don't make my mistake is stupid. I don't like that one because I mean, no matter, it doesn't matter like what it is, like love, relationships, going for something, doing something. Like for me, it's trying YouTube, doing things that your parents don't want you to do, whatever it is. I don't live my life in regrets. It's something that I actually learned in my first relationship. You don't live life in regrets. You did something because it's what you wanted to do. I'm not exactly in the sentiment of it's better to have love though, but it echoes that sentiment a little bit. So I would have rather explored with Leanna and saw what was there and just enjoyed my time than to have just been like, nah, you know, I'm just doing whatever, if that's what I wanted. So, yeah. Don't let this scare you. It's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. Ugh. I hate that quote, though. He cocks his head to the side. You should know, buddy.
Boy, boy.
I look back out to the stars. Suddenly, the Pongo bounds away towards the camp. I must have scared him off. I sigh and lean back on my elbows. After a few minutes, the Pongo returns, a crystal in his mouth. He drops in my lap and nudges my hand, urging me to pick it up. What's this?
Boy.
I turn the crystal around in my hand. It's my old wind crystal I gave him when he was upset about that girl Pongo. The realization dawns on me. I gave him a crystal when he was upset over a girl, and now that I'm upset over a girl, he's giving me the crystal back. The Pongo watches me expectantly. I can't suck on it and get its energy, buddy. Aw, this is yours, though. You the best, Pongo. This can't be fixed with a crystal. Just throw it back at him. You know what? Fine. I've been mean to the Pongo the entire game. You know what? We'll give him one for this one. I laugh and scoop the Pongo up into a hug. Thanks, buddy. You've definitely cheered me up.
Boy, boy.
Pongo beams and snuggles against me. As the evening wears on and the campfire dies down, Leanna gently approaches me. I look up at her as she stands awkwardly beside me.
Hey.
Hi. Hey. Close enough. There's a pause as I wait for her to fill the silence.
How are you doing?
Her eyes are full of concern as she twists her hands nervously. Oh, it's the awkward period. I remember there was someone I broke up with and I was like, hey, we can still be friends. Like, it was cool. And we sat outside and like we drank beers. It's like, hey, so how's this? This is good. Okay. And then you get past 20 minutes, you get past that conversation, you're like, it wasn't that bad, and then you just never talk to each other again. I don't think that's what's going to happen here, because obviously we still got to get me home, and, you know, I think the feeling is a lot different in this example, but still, it's just like, the awkward talk. Oh, great, I love this. Can this stop now? You know, it's always the moment of like, we can go back to being friends. And that's not to say that this happens all the time, but it's probably the most awkward thing of all to be like, yeah, we'll go back to being friends. And then you try to do that, and like a lot of times it's just like, it just doesn't happen. And even if like no one's at fault or anything like that, it never just really goes back to normal, because there's still just that feeling there. It's awkward. No one's really at fault. It's just a lot of things. Her eyes are full of concern as she twists her hands nervously. Oh man, I would kind of lie about it. Okay, I guess is kind of where I am. Because I don't want to hurt her feelings. Like, this is still someone... If the main character is supposed to care about this person, right? This is kind of one of the strange situations in which I'm kind of going to be unprincipled and just lie. And just be like, okay, I guess. Because why do you care? I mean, I get that there's emotion behind that. And, well... But that's like barricading yourself off. And I don't like that one. I understand why it had to be done is kind of accepting defeat. Which, I mean, truth be told, we don't know yet. Because they're really, really hammering away on, like, this has to happen. Which is telling me that it's probably not the end of this relationship. Again, this story does actually have an end point, and I'm looking at what is the end point. I mean, in real time, I'd probably be like, I understand why it had to be done, but now that I know that there's a story involved in this, and we're still pecking away at this, you know, Kara doesn't come up and talk to you about that for nothing. So, I'm gonna go with okay, I guess. And a shrug. I'm fine, I guess. She furrows her brow as the sadness returns to her eyes.
I'm sorry.
The words escape her. What's done is done. All we can do now is just try to move past it. So what do you want to talk to me about?
Oh, it's just that it's getting late, and the rest of us are going to go to sleep. Maybe you should come back and get some rest too.
But I want to be out here by myself and just come and kind of debate my whole life right now. I nod. The Pongo sits on my shoulder as I push myself to my feet. Together with Leanna, we return to camp. I roll out my bedroll and lie down. I feel the Pongo cuddle against me as I close my eyes. After a while, my thoughts quiet and I finally drift to sleep. I don't mind speaking up for myself, but I just, like, I can't, I don't like emotionally unloading on people too much. And I feel like that's a situation where if I had to pick that option, where it's just like, why do you care? That becomes an emotional unload. And that kind of situation, that's kind of one where I'm like, I'd rather just lie about it. The next morning, we get up bright and early. Everyone seems to be in a more serious mood as we clean up camp. We're getting really close to the Shadow Temple, and the weight of what might find there weighs in on all of us. After we pack up, we continue on towards the Shadow Temple. The sky is clear and beautiful, but the sun is hot. It's a hot-ass sun. It seems to beat on the back of our necks. The path is dusty, the sand pristine, but hard to walk in. After a while, I'm realizing I'm getting desperately thirsty. Clearly, because you ain't getting no ass. I take a swig from my canteen. Thankfully, we packed before getting out. I wonder how Zach can manage to keep his trench coat on the whole time. Even Leanna looks a little stuffy in her armor. Kara's the only one who doesn't seem bothered by the weather. She doesn't seem bothered by much of anything, honestly. After what seems to be forever, we come across a temple ruin into the night. The stones are charcoal gray. It seems to be humming with a deep old magic. I can feel it from here, something fizzy and crackling, a type of energy that settles deep within my bones without having to even enter.
This is it.
Leanna nods.
Yeah.
Kara grips her knives.
It's probably best we all stay close. We don't know where we're going to find Void.
It's probably best that I should have just went through that portal like I did in the finale.
Or whatever else we might find in there.
Leanna draws a sword. Her manipulator already gives off a faint glow. I ready my sword as well.
Right. Let's get going. Everyone, stay close.
We nod and together enter the temple. Here we go. The temple is surprisingly dark and cool. There's a gentle moaning breeze coming from somewhere. It whips around the back of my neck like the lips of a ghost. A shiver runs down the length of me. I'm unsure if I should be thankful or frightened. How is this place so cold when it's located in a desert? The walls are gray and etched with glowing lime green symbols. The stones here look rough and uneven, but the ground is dry and clear of any sand. The only sounds are the hammering of my heart and the crunch of our boots against stone. We stumble through the crack, we stumble through the dark. Wow, that is the alcohol talking. We stumble through the dark, taking small steps, fearful that we could turn a corner and stumble across void at any minute. We keep inching onward. After what feels like an eternity, we stumble across an open area inside the temple. Leanna frowns.
This is strange. No one is here.
Kara keeps her voice low.
Maybe they're deeper inside the temple somewhere.
Leanna's brow furrows.
Maybe. I just feel like we would have heard them, or seen them by now.
Zach's jaw
This
clenches.
could be a trap.
A chill runs down my spine. It's okay, I'm the
If that
fucking
is the
Avatar.
case, it does us no good to stay in one place. It is best to move on and see if we can find Void, or the Shadow Elemental.
The others agree.
Right. Then let's keep going.
Our footsteps echo in the quiet. Zach leads the way with his guard up. Kara stays close to him with Leanna and Amelia walking side by side. I take another step. The temple seems to be getting darker as shadows curl at my feet. I squint as the light grows fainter and fainter and the shadows grow longer and longer.
Be careful.
Leanna's voice sounds far away, but she was right next to me a minute ago. Leanna. Oh, sorry, Leanna? That's so, like, straight. My voice feels, flat. Oh, maybe it was, or maybe it was right for me. Leanna feels flat and dull against the emptiness. No echoes resound. In fact, I can't even hear my friend's footsteps anymore as the shadows thicken in the air. They thicken so much that it's literally black in front of me. Soon the darkness overtakes me and I stumble, my hands out in front of me. Amy, do you think you could light us a fire? I'm met with silence. Amy? Glancing around, I'm surrounded by total darkness with no signs of my friends. Only a black abyss looms in front of me. Are we getting into Slayer territory? I feel all the tightness as the shadows squeeze closer to me. I close my eyes as I feel the whisper of a breath on the back of my neck. Then suddenly it stops. I woke up! Yay! The library is far more quieter than I would have expected at this time of night. The only sound is the gentle hum of the air conditioner. I knew it! I called it! I knew it! It was all a dream. Whoa, that was too close. I blink my eyes wide open. Then I stifle a yawn as I stretch to wake myself up. Focus. Finals are just around the corner, so I can't afford to slack off. I'm back at Ace Academy. Glancing around me, I notice that I'm the only person left in the study cubicles. It is getting pretty late. I'll go back to the dorms as soon as I finish this last chapter. I flip through the book. Only a few more pages to go. I can do this. Stealing my resolve, I've refocused on my textbook. The words in the books blur together as my eyelids grow heavy. I fight to keep them open, but my lids continue to droop. I'll just rest them for a second. Something jerks me awake and my eyes blink open. A bright light illuminates the room, blinding me until all I can see is stark whiteness. I throw my arm over my eyes to shield it from the light. Okay. Again, kenophobia here. I don't do well with voids. Or groups named Void. After a few seconds pass, the light seems to dim, but it doesn't feel like the same fluorescent glow of the library bulbs. Carefully, I unwind and bring my arm down, squinting in a pale blue sky. Wait, what? Oh my god, it is Doki Doki Literature Club. We're starting all over again. A mild breeze tosses my hair. Blades of grass tickle my neck as they wave in the wind. Where am I? I'm about to push myself off the ground when something pops into view. A round blue blob with two dark eyes blink. Wait, what?
Boy?
I don't like this. I don't like this. Why does this guy kind of look familiar? When it notices my stare, it opens its small mouth and takes a dainty bite of my nose. Hey! The creature's bite doesn't sting, but feels like a cool splash of water. Before it can take another, I scramble to my feet. The creature tumbles off my head and falls to the ground. Once it lands, it shakes itself off with a gelatinous tremble, clearly unfazed. It hops into my foot and opens its mouth again, but I quickly shake it off. It rolls off my foot and into the dirt, and then rights itself again. It pouts and continues to watch me, but doesn't attempt another bite. Pongo? I take it in the scattering of the trees around me. I take in the scattering of trees around me. Their tall branches kiss the sky. There's a winding dirt trail which weaves through the trees. As I follow it with my gaze, I see smoke billowing out of thatched roofs of a village in the far distance. Where the hell am I? The last thing I remember is... I glance down at the blue creature. What? And my response, it leaps up. Whoa. The Pongo jumps higher than I remember. It startles me and I instinctively step back. I don't notice the other person until too late. We painfully collide and I lose my balance before toppling over. Fortunately, my hands catch myself, protecting my fall. When I open my eyes, I see a woman. Her eyes are scrunched shut and her mouth is twisted in a grimace. Her long blonde hair is splayed out around her. Alright. It was better than what I was expecting. I was definitely expecting a jump scare. As she lets out a small groan, she blinks out her eyes and fixes her gaze upon me. Still waiting for it. Wait, she looks familiar. This girl, I know her. Wait, Leanna? She blinks.
What?
Thumbnail? I have an uneasy feeling in my stomach. Something about her. Something that happened. Why do I feel like someone punched me in the gut? And it's because she broke up with you in your dream.
Get off me!
Whoa, okay. Huh? Flash of blue light stings my eyes. Suddenly I'm shoved off with a roaring wind. It groans and shoves me backwards onto the ground. Ow! Lana scrambles to her feet. She draws her sword. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Lana, what are you doing? Her eyes narrow.
How do you know my name?
What? Confusion washes over me. What are you saying? For some reason my heart clenches. Something about Leanna seems painful, but I can't put my finger on why that is. My stomach squirms. I rise to my feet. You don't remember me? Leanna doesn't answer. She watches me, her gaze cool and guarded. I shift under her stare. I glance around the place. It looks like I'm in a meadow. Hey, where are we? Her defense stays up.
What do you mean, where are we?
Something just feels off. Maybe you can show me the way to the... I'm trying to remember. Where did she take me before? She let me somewhere, didn't she? The Mage Academy. Can you take me there? I'm not sure where it is anymore.
Get away from me, you creep!
Alright, that works. Horror washes over me. What? She spins on her heel with a whirl of blonde hair and dashes away. What? Wait. But it's still you. She doesn't stop. This isn't right. This isn't how I remember things going. Something is off. It has to be, but... I glance around. Where am I? I'm in Illumia, right? No, Illumia is the city. We're not in Bazada. I forgot how this works, actually. Oh, shit. Fuck. I think it's... Aren't we in Meadow Hill and the place that she's at is Illumia? Right? I think I remember that correctly. Okay. I'm pretty sure I'm right and it's Illumia. I just don't remember what Meadow Hill is, and I was hoping I would figure. I'm sure it's Illumia. No, I think that was later. Really? Oh, yeah, this place was called Meadow Hill. It looks the same, but somehow it still feels different. What? At the Meadow Hill, Leanna led me to the Mage Academy where Zack and Amy joined that group. Makara joined us somewhere else. Where was that? Oh, damn. Okay. I guess it doesn't matter. I guess it's just gonna make me pick the right one anyway. Amber Mist was that fake place where it was just like, this place is fake. But then it was like, oh shit, no, it's real. But she was on board by that point. I don't think it was Hearth Point at Stonecrest? That's not it. Hearth Point? It was Ember. Oh my god. Jesus. I'm terrible then, apparently. I thought we met her. Oh no, we did meet her. Okay, never mind. That was it. She helped us go to the Fire Temple. We've been traveling together for a long time, but I can't shake this feeling that something stiff and happily written. Where did we last go together? We were in That's right, the city outside of Havengard, where Leanna... My mind freezes. Broke up with me. It feels like I was just punched in the gut. I like how that was like a history lesson. And it was just like, hey, you remember where this was? No. You remember where this was? No. Remember we got broken up at? Yes! Leanna and I, we were together. We aren't strangers. This place, it can't be the real Meadow Hill. This can't be the real Asaria. As soon as that last thought passes through my head, the sky cracks. A shimmer of warmth rushes into Meadow Hill and floods it with white light. I cringe and shield my eyes with my hands. I jerk away. The light is gone.
Boy!
Huh? I feel the Pongo resting on my chest, but he just looks like a blurry blue blob. I blink rapidly, forcing my vision to refocus. The Pongo's eyes shimmer with tears.
Boy!
He nudges my cheek as if trying to wake me.
Boy!
His little voice is tinged with distress. Hey, it's alright, I'm okay. Pongo perks up at my voice. I reach out and pet at the top of his head. Hey, it's okay.
Boy!
He wobbles underneath my touch. I feel him start to relax. He hops onto my shoulder, snuggling close to my neck. I force myself to stand. The room sways a little. It takes me a full minute to realize I'm back in the Shadow Temple. I groan and rub the back of my head. What was that? I feel the Pongo shrug.
Boy!
So, you didn't see any of that? He blinks.
Boy!
Apparently not. Was it all just a dream? You used to read Complex magazine? I'm gonna recite all of that song. No, I know it's a play off the Biggie song. Yes, I get that. No, anyway. Odd Future was a big part of me in college. I look around. Where did the others go? I blink away the rest of the bleariness from my vision and see the others are sprawled out across the floor. My stomach lurches with alarm. What happened? Are they hurt? Leanna is the closest to me. I stumble as I rush over to her. Leanna? I reach out, attempting to shake her awake. As soon as I touch her, that same blinding light explodes in my vision. I flinch, squeezing my eyes shut. Then slowly the light begins to fade. Huh? I open my eyes. Isn't this Leanna's home? We're all seated at the table for breakfast. The tension is taut in the air. Maybe we should save this for the next episode of Crystalline, because shit's getting weird here in the Shadow Realm. Of course, it's the Shadow Realm. It's where we've been banished to. But we're going to use our fucking Millennium Puzzle to free everybody from the Shadow Realm. And you'll get to see that on the next episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! Digital Monsters Z. Bye?